best attire at the moment, and he could charm anyone to buy from him just from using different pitch of sound in his voice. He really enjoyed it too. Every day he'll get up, drink a free caramel latte, and watch the news until 10 a.m. and started to make a few calls. While Zigolo would be outside cleaning up the boat and getting the clothes from the string and cleaning up the kitchen. Zigolo was self-educated himself by reading a children's book and by applying what he learned from elementary school before his father had passed away. On weekends, they'll enjoy a great paella dish on the deck and have music playing and share a few jokes. Zigolo became his new son, like the son he lost from the car accident, which led him to drink. During Ben's 10th birthday, they decided to rent out a farm and construct a wire escape room inside the locked doors where Horst and Italian reside. In the center was a large pit for a marshmallow feast, and in this main entrance a table for all the gifts and the birthday cake. Ben was adored by everyone and often praised for his good morals and proper manner. He knew how to cheer up everyone, even in moments of distress. A little 10-year-old boy in the middle of a crowd of 100 people was not unnoticed. Today, on his 10th birthday, he will receive more birthday gifts than he never imagined. And all his wishes will eventually come true. After the wire escape room game and playing on the swing and games of mini golf, they head out to the table to watch him blow his candle. His friends Mike, Ashley, Mary, Craig, Steve, Jenny, Bradley, Alexandra, Pascal, Delphine, Magali, Laura, Lisa, Adeline, and Luke reunited around the table to sing Happy Birthday. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, dear Benjamin. Happy birthday to you. He made three wishes and blew up the candle, and some of his friends were away on vacation for spring break. He was the happiest boy on the universe. His eyes were shining so bright that his sun reflection in it didn't even seem to be noticeable. Ben made a few comments and thanked everyone while heading out to open his gift with the help of some adult that described the gift for him. After they needed some relaxed time and set up the barn like a mini dorm, and they all kids lay down in a haystack while staring at the giant movie screen that was loud enough for everyone to hear, that Marilyn had rented for the night. She had to order it from a near city, because in their town they didn't have much new advanced technology item, but now, during the year 2029, everything was just a click away. They were living the old-fashioned traditional ways, so far behind their time. People loved to recreate the old days and the warm feeling of the 90s, a year where everyone played together without any electronic phones and computers. When these days computers were only designed for work duties and phones were strictly designed to make a phone call, cameras were used to only take pictures, and you will never know what your picture would look like for another week until you would get them at the Photoshop. And if your picture didn't come out right, it was either you lost or you would pay an extra fee to redo them. The suspense of waiting on your picture was really exciting back then for parents and for the children. You could not have your own camera until you were at least 15 years old of age, and you had to take good care of it. Pictures and video had much more value back then, and making a video was usually strictly for family holidays, celebration, exceptional events. You rewatch your videos on VHS tapes, gathering around a long round table and waiting for the leaders in the family to insert the tapes in the VCR. You didn't watch the video whenever you feel like it. You get to watch them. You had to wait for a special occasion. And if you received good grade and it was your birthday, you will get to watch them. Other people who had access to video camcorder were usually movie crew and cameramen or film students, and eventually very wealthy family who had enough money to afford them. To have a camcorder meant you needed to have recording tape and the money to turn your mini tape into a VHS tape. The time and patience also. This time were the best time because everyone understood the value of things. But now in 2029, having a phone, camera, or TV, calculator, free files on games, books, and apps on one single device was available to everyone and very cheap. So the value of pictures and home video and family video didn't mean much anymore. But a million of assembly of unmeaningful video taking to show off to a world of stranger to raise your ego or your online status and gain popularity or to memorize moments that weren't lived at the moment but only to present the actual video. So after watching or listening in the case of Benjamin. Remember, he's blind. A few Disney movies, they gathered around the fire. They gathered around the fire and ate their marshmallow. Ben was so tired that he was the first one to fall asleep. An oldest friend joined him, and Marilyn came to close the door to keep the wind from entering. Alright, I'm going to stop there because I'm on a two window. I'm not sure how it sounds. But, yeah, it's the whole book is like this. It has a lots of details, go back and forth in the past, and go back to the present moment. I go into different personage story. So when you actually read the book, it did not get good editing, so it did have a few mistakes that one fixed. But I posted it on the page on LinkedIn, so it's right there. You just have to click, and the entire book is on Word document, I believe, so you can just go ahead and get it, or you can get it also on Google Books for free, and on my Goodreads page. If you're on Goodreads, just go and you can review it there, or if you order it from Amazon, go and review or just read it from the page, LinkedIn page on VCrazyVat16, and then go and try to review it, or just give me either a review on my Facebook group, A New Daily Story, on Vanessa's podcast page on Facebook, or you can go in one of my book tutorial on the YouTube channel at Supercandle30 and give me a feedback there, or you can just give me feedback on Twitter, Katia Candle20, wherever you want, or send me a message, or just comment on the podcast. That could be the easiest way. Just comment on the episode and say, tell me if you're going to read a few paragraphs or a chapter, and just give me a little feedback. You don't have to read the whole thing, but that really make my day. Just help me out to know that people are interested in my writing, and then at what needs to be fixed and how I could make it better. All right, so I really appreciate all of you. I'm crossing my finger, praying for everybody in Ukraine. So when they invaded Mariupol, and the last city, Kyiv, is completely destroyed also, and it's getting really bad. I don't know if anybody saw the speech with Arnold Schwarzenegger, the governor of California, but went viral. I think it's a really good speech. I hope that it's going to do something. Hope it's gonna echo here back to the government in Russia and do some good. So yeah, let's just try to keep on helping them, the Russian people that have nothing to do with this war, and all the Ukrainian people who are, fighting right now, and all the soldiers are in between. So, and for all the life and have been lost, that it's really sad, and people are going through this, and it's terrible, actually, really bad. So, yeah. All right, so see you next time with this podcast. So again, thanks for listening, everybody. And if you like any of my books, go on my Amazon page, offer page, Vanessa Bush. Go check out all my book and my 12, not my, Audible, because I had worked with all these narrator, great narrator that deliver those books really, really fast, and they did all the main work. I just did the writing, and then they did the audio version, which wasn't easy, and some of the books were really hard to read, really weird. I understand they had to fix something. So when we got all this audiobook done, I really appreciate those narrators, because they really did it really fast, and it was really hard. So, and they did a wonderful job. So if you haven't, just go and listen to some of the sample of the audiobook. I'm really proud of, I love every single audiobook that I made. So I just, there's just one that I had one or two that I had been trying to get into audiobook that I haven't succeeded, but most of them are, so it's pretty good. So anyway, thanks for listening, and next time.